Hi everyone. Last lesson we learned the G chord. We're going to put it into a song today. And the song is one that everybody knows or should know. It's Frere Jacques, or Brother John is, or Are You Sleeping is another name for it. But at least you know what it is. And we're just going to play it all with G chords with that quarter note strum we learned last time. Before we do that though, I'm going to just count out the melody. And this will kind of give you an idea of how the rhythm works with the melody. So the other thing is, when there's a pause in the singing, we don't stop strumming. We keep that beat going. We're like a drum kit. So just take a listen as I just count out the melody instead of the words. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do it together with the words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, everybody's singing. Ding dong ding, ding dong ding. So there's your first song. As we learn more chords, we're going to play more pop songs, rock songs, so it'll get really interesting. Okay, so we strum that with our fingers. I'm going to just show you how to strum with a pick, or a plectrum, another name for this. So it kind of looks like a triangle, and there's different widths or thicknesses. It used to be called light, medium, and heavy. I think now a lot of times they're actually writing a number in millimeters as to how thick your pick is. They're triangular shaped, so what I'm going to do, this is the way I used to always play with a pick. I kind of grab the pointy end and I put a line about 3/4 down, just so you have an idea of where we're going to put our thumb. So I take my right thumb and I put it and kind of almost cover that line. So there's only about 1/4 of the pick showing. And then I tuck that index finger underneath it, and it kind of looks like an X. And then I tuck the other fingers in, and then I'm going to go ahead and I don't have to put that pick in deep. Like there, it looks like it's kind of like at least 1/4 of an inch, just like a 1/16 of an inch or 32nd, just to skim across those strings. I got a G chord here. Okay, it gives it a louder sound than your fingers. And the only problem I had with this way is that sometimes when I'm hitting certain notes, that point would kind of catch and be like, it'd kind of mess me up. So the way I play now is I turned it one curve, and I covered up about I covered up about 1/4 of it again. And this time, so this way, it's not as pointy. And I've kind of gotten used to that. If I didn't tell you, these other fingers just kind of tuck under loosely. And there are many ways to hold the guitar, so those are two of the ways that I would recommend. Some other ways I've seen or heard of is if people just kind of grab it from the top, like that, and they got like half of it showing and they just strum. And I just don't think that, to me, it doesn't give you enough stability. It's too much pick that you're dealing with. Some people also will play 2 fingers underneath there. So there's all kinds of different ways that people adapt. But the important thing is that you find what's comfortable for you. Just like there's many ways to hold a pencil, there's many ways to hold a pick. And like I may have mentioned in the past too, a lot of people don't use that pick. They use their fingers. And I mean, Jeff Beck is a great example of one of the greatest guitarists, and he just uses his fingers. Classical guitarists don't use picks. Ukulele players usually don't use picks. They prefer their index fingers strum, like I showed you on the last lesson. But you certainly can use a pick if you play a ukulele. And I kind of liked it, especially if I'm doing solos, so I play individual notes, because it's louder. And also, I think you should learn both ways. But Some of the ukulele players don't like it because they think it's a harsher tone. It's not the happy ukulele sound. But I also like the louder volume. I think that is a good thing too with the pick, especially with the ukulele because it's a quiet instrument. The other thing is with a pick, it's mostly wrist that's bending, but there's a little bit of elbow action going on, just a slight amount of bending at the elbow. But you're not keeping a stiff wrist and going up and down with the elbow. That'd be uncomfortable. Okay, so practice up on that song. Play it for someone that appreciates it like a toddler. That's how you're going to get better, is if you play in front of people. It'll make you practice more. Important thing is to practice so you get those calluses. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So here's the difference between strumming a ukulele with my finger versus a pick. You can hear the difference this way. Versus not a real big difference that I heard.